Hi everyone, welcome to my video on lean waste. I wanted to talk a little bit about lean waste today because I think it's so important to identify lean waste because it is costing organizations so much money, and it's causing a lot of inefficiencies in processes, and it's something I see very common in when I'm working with my customers and when I'm coaching my students. So let's dive in. So lean waste, or what I like to, or the Japanese term muda, I'm sorry, is these are they might seem very basic, but something that we really do need to touch upon. So the first one is defects, right? So product or service that's failure to meet customer expectations. The second one is overproduction, produce more than what the customer is demanding. Inventory is extra material, raw material products that aren't processed. And I'm going to go over examples of all these in a couple of minutes. The next up, we have over processing, right? So more work or higher quality than what the customer than is wanted by the customer. Motion is any of the unnecessary movements by people. Waiting is idle time due to waiting for a previous or next step to complete, or lack of material, people, or equipment. The last two are transportation, so it's unnecessary movement of product or services. This is the eighth one that sometimes is overlooked by a lot of Lean Six Sigma practitioners, but I think it's really important to touch upon is unused talent, underutilization of people's talent, skills, and knowledge. In today's age, I really do think we need to take a look at that unused talent and tap into that, so it helps with improving your processes and making things more efficient if you have people that are trained. And most people love to be upskilled. So that's just something to keep in mind when it comes to unused talent. So what are some examples of these different eight lean waste? So we think about defects, we think of anything that's like incomplete forms that you have coming in, inaccurate data. This is a big one, especially when we're looking at doing any type of automation or AI. Mislabeled containers, wrong sizes, customers on hold. Yes, customers hold can be a defect. Overproduction, overstaffing, printing all forms, multiple forms with the same data. Too many meetings, accumulations of material because you're producing too much of like one part of a product, or that work in progress. Inventory is overstock, right? Outdated supply of files not needed. Too many emails in an inbox. I'm guilty of the too many emails in an inbox, especially when I come back from vacation. I try to keep it all filed away nice and tidy. Over processing, multiple signatures, sign offs that are needed, right? Passing customer calls around, excessive scrap material. Why do we need all of that? Why can't we eliminate something and maybe get the customer to that customer call directly to the right place the first time? Waiting, this is a big one, especially when you think about long call wait times, long queue lines, especially when you're waiting in line to go to a restaurant and you have to put your name in. Waiting for other departments to respond or complete process steps, waiting on responses from emails. All that waiting it elongates a cycle time. It hurts the customer and it hurts the employees. Transportation examples are for that is too many mouse clicks. Kind of interesting, right? To click around on a screen. Walking between workspaces, moving a client between rooms, crisscrossing paths within a facility. Whenever you have all that motion or too much transportation going on, there's room for error in there that can cause defects. Unskilled talent, where we just talked about this, is that call centers are only trained on one customer type. Why not do some cross training? Sales doing operational work. I have a good example there where I in a project that I was working on with a customer where they had sales doing operational work, operations doing sales work, product management doing over operations and sales work. Once we redid the process and created the future state, we actually made sure that only sales was concentrating on sales. That just by sales concentrating just on sales and operational work, they were able to concentrate on talking to the customers, selling to the customers, and the customers saw the revenue increase by 20% in the first 6 months. I mean, how just something simple like that when you think about when you're going through and looking at waste. Motion's another one. Looking for supplies or materials, walking through this walking through the supply cabinet to get often used tools, walking from front of the office to the back office to get something. Every that motion, that motion can cause a lot of cycle times. It can also cause injuries. It can cause defects. See how each one of these wastes actually kind of feed off of one another. So hopefully you learned a few things about waste today, lean waste, and hopefully you'll be able to identify them going forward. If you would like to, if you like this video or any you might learned about my other videos, please subscribe to my channel, Lauren Heisey. And if you'd like to learn more about lean waste or how you can apply this or even more about Lean Six Sigma, please contact me here. And I look forward to creating another video for you soon.